Royal Atlantis Icon is the newest member of the Royal Atlantis family on Turkey's Mediterranean coast, set on the sandy shores west of Side in Manavgat. The property opened in mid-2025 and immediately positioned itself as a contemporary, design-forward alternative to the area's long-established resorts. Early tour operator listings flagged the hotel pre-opening and now carry live inventory, while first guest reviews began appearing later in the summer, confirming that the resort is indeed open and welcoming travelers. From the outset, Royal Atlantis Icon has sold a clear promise: a modern 5-star, ultra all-inclusive beach resort with 24-hour food and drink, an on-site aqua park, multiple a la carte restaurants, and a substantial spa. Those pillars matter because they separate marketing gloss from real stay experience. Here, the specific offerings are documented by tour operators and the hotel's own materials rather than just word of mouth. In a market where ultra all-inclusive can mean different things, that level of clarity helps set guest expectations before arrival. Rooms and suites. From swim-ups to family layouts, room categories at Royal Atlantis Icon are tailored for both couples and families. The headline option for pool lovers is the swim-up room, 30m2 and purpose-built so you can step straight from your terrace into the water. These are limited inventory, high-demand units that tend to command a premium, especially in peak school holiday dates. If that, from terrace to pool, ritual is your dream, secure it at booking rather than hoping for an upgrade on arrival. Families should look at the 54m2 family rooms, which accommodate up to 4 and are designed around an airy living area so the space doesn't feel cramped once luggage and beach kit are in play. This category is particularly attractive for multi-night stays when downtime matters as much as daytime activity. Having a genuine living zone makes early nights with children and lazy post-beach afternoons measurably easier. The hotel's own descriptions emphasize comfort and practical details over flashy gimmicks, and that's a good sign in a family-first market segment. Standard rooms and higher categories share a contemporary fit-out, with the expected 5-star touches and plentiful sockets. While some third-party listing sites show incomplete amenity tables during a hotel's first season, the presence of swim-up inventory and family layouts is confirmed directly by the hotel. Treat contradictory aggregator. No pool flags you may see elsewhere as placeholder errors common during early inventory setup. Dining and bars. 24/7 coverage, plus a la carte variety, Royal Atlantis Icon leans into a 24-hour all-inclusive model. The property includes a dedicated 24/7 food court for late-night cravings. If you're arriving on a late flight or keeping teenager hours, that's more than a nice-to-have. It materially improves your first-night experience and smooths the whole stay. Beyond the round-the-clock options, the a la carte slate is what you'd expect from a fresh 5-star opening in this region. 4 a la carte restaurants span Mexican to Ottoman, and that mix reflects how Turkish resorts now balance international comfort plates with a meaningful local lens. In practice, your ability to dine a la carte on multiple nights may depend on stay length and reservation availability, so plan your bookings early in the week. Bar service is spread across the resort, including the beachfront, and is integrated into the ultra all-inclusive plan rather than carved into confusing club levels. That said, specific premium brand inclusions can vary by season and supplier contract. If certain labels matter to you, ask at check-in for the current included list. This is normal due to supply considerations in Turkey's busy summer season. The 24-hour positioning helps here too. There is always somewhere serving. Pools, aqua park, and beach. The water story if water time anchors your holiday, Icon delivers on 3 fronts: an on-site aqua park for slides and splash time, a lattice of resort pools including swim-up access in select categories, and a beachfront zone with its own bar program. The water park is not a vague promise buried in fine print. It's highlighted in current operator descriptions and has been a major draw for families booking 2025 travel. Life at ground level is designed around those pools and the beach. Multiple bodies of water split crowds by mood: quiet swimming, family splash, and activity zones, so you're not fighting with slide seekers if you want a low-tempo dip. The presence of swim-up rooms means those clusters also double as semi-private spaces at the water's edge in the quieter parts of the day, which noticeably changes the soundscape around the island buildings. At the shoreline, the selling point is simplicity, a wide sandy front and a bar on the beach. That's important both for the daytime cadence, no long treks for refreshments, and for sundowners when the light softens across the Mediterranean. Expect the usual rotation of beach and pool activities, with towels, loungers, and shade part of the all-inclusive fabric rather than add-ons. Family facilities and kids club. Built for multi-generational stays, Icon markets itself explicitly to families as well as couples, and the facilities match that promise. The water park naturally anchors the daytime program for children, but the proposition is broader. Organized kids club activities, games, and sports that let parents grab an uninterrupted hour or two. Operators highlight a formal kids club offering, and that aligns with what we see on the ground across Antalya's higher-end, new-build resorts. Rooming also suits families, not just through can-do combinations, but via purpose-designed inventory like the 54M2 family room described above. The square footage and layout give you flexibility for naps without darkening the entire room, and for early lunches or room service breaks on high UV afternoons. In practice, that design reduces friction and keeps energy higher for evenings on the promenade. Evening entertainment typically threads the needle between family-friendly shows and live music you can enjoy with a stroller in tow. While the exact nightly program evolves, the overall rhythm at Icon follows the side/Man of Gat template. Early kids activities, then main stage performances, with quieter venues available if you're chasing that glass of wine and sea breeze moment after bedtime. Spa, wellness, and fitness. A calm counterweight. The spa and wellness complex is a core pillar rather than a token basement suite. The hotel's official materials emphasize spaces designed for mental reset and physical relaxation, pointing to a program built around hammam rituals, sauna circuits, and treatment rooms meant for longer ritual-style sessions. That intent aligns with the region's spa culture, where wellness is an all-day possibility, not a one-hour add-on. Fitness facilities and daily movement classes fit into the broader active days, easy nights, model common to sides, best ultra all-inclusive resorts. Expect yoga and beach volleyball as part of the activities ribbon. In practice, you'll find a schedule that mixes instructor-led sessions with drop-in court time, plus a gym for self-guided workouts. Scheduling can shift by month, so check the weekly timetable on arrival. If you're combining a spa day with an a la carte dinner, book treatments in the late afternoon window. You'll avoid the peak midday heat, and you can roll straight from massage to sunset drinks without rushing. The spa's quieter corners also double as reading nooks if you need a low-stimulus hour away from the pools and slides. Activities and nightlife. All-day momentum. Daytime momentum at Icon is easy to maintain even if you never leave the grounds. Between scheduled sports, aquapark laps, and casual games, the resort creates a carousel of options that keep older kids and adults engaged without the feeling of a forced fun boot camp. That flexibility matters on longer stays when variety is the key to avoiding midweek travel fatigue. Evening entertainment is classic side. Family shows segue into live music and lounge bar sets. The difference at a brand new build like Icon is the lighting, sound, and seating ergonomics, details that evolve with time, but generally start strong because they're designed into the architecture rather than retrofitted into leftover corners. If you prefer quieter socializing, the beach bar's position gives you a natural nighttime alternative when the main stage ramps up. For those who like an occasional off-site night, Side Old Town's harborfront remains a charming contrast to resort life, and the taxi ride is straightforward. Consider pairing an Old Town dinner with a late stroll among the ruins and gelato on the waterfront before returning to the comfort of a 24/7 food court if you somehow still have room for a snack. Location and getting around. Beaches and antiquity within easy reach, the resort's Gundagdu position puts several named beaches and promenades within a short drive, and it offers realistic day trip options to marquee sites without spending your entire day on a bus. Side's ancient city zone, with the museum, Temple of Apollo, and the amphitheater, is roughly 11 km away, making it an easy half-day excursion even with children. If golf is on your radar, the Belek courses sit to the west along the coast road. Transfers are centered on Antalya Airport, broadly 40-odd kilometers away. Travel times vary with seasonal traffic, but the point is proximity. You're not committing to a multi-hour slog after a late arrival. This makes Icon a strong contender for long weekends as well as the classic 7 or 10-night packages. Because the resort is large and self-contained, you'll want to learn the internal wayfinding quickly, especially where your preferred pools, the 24/7 food court, and the beach bar sit relative to your room. The property's main plus 2 islands layout helps distribute crowds, but it also means your personal map matters for maximizing nap windows and minimizing unnecessary schleps in the heat. Service and early-stage teething issues. What guests are saying so far: early reviews highlight attentive, friendly staff, even during the predictable growing pains of a first season. That soft skill strength tends to be the difference between a good stay and a great one at a new resort, where minor hiccups can and do pop up as teams find their stride. It's encouraging that the first wave of feedback emphasizes hospitality rather than complaints. That said, a new property's first summer is exactly when definitions and delivery of ultra all-inclusive are stress-tested. In guest-run groups for the hotel, a few travelers have reported confusion or disappointment about which venues and items are included without supplements, and how dining choices line up with the promotional copy. While these are anecdotal, they track with typical first-season feedback at new openings, and they're a useful prompt to ask precise questions at check-in. A practical takeaway is to verify, on arrival, the current a la carte reservation rules, any supplement items, and bar brand lists. Most teams are happy to walk you through the week's plan, and doing this early will help you lock in the restaurants you want and avoid last-minute scrambles. The upside of a brand new opening is that management usually reacts quickly to early feedback. Value and booking tips. How to get the stay you want, because Icon launched in 2025. Pricing in its first couple of seasons tends to be competitive relative to older 5 stars with deeper review histories. That's the classic new build value curve, where owners sharpen rates while reputation accrues. Watching inventory across multiple tour operators can help you spot patterns. When on-site water parks and 24-hour dining are non-negotiables for your family, switching to nearby resorts for a small saving rarely feels like an upgrade. If swim-up life is your priority, budget accordingly and book that category outright. The 30m2 footprint is best for couples or a parent and child pairing. Families will be happier in the larger 54m2 layouts, using the main pools and Aqua Park during the day. As always, aim to lock restaurant reservations early and build a loose weekly plan around spa time, beach sunsets, and one excursion into Side Old Town. Finally, clarify ultra all-inclusive inclusions at check-in. Ask specifically about a la carte supplements, premium spirits, and any venue hours that don't run 24/7. You'll find staff accustomed to these questions in a new opening, and a 5-minute chat can save a lot of small surprises later. The hotel's 24/7 food court and around-the-clock plan are real advantages once you've mapped where everything is. Verdict: a confident, modern all-inclusive that already punches above its weight. Royal Atlantis Icon arrives with the right mix for Side in 2025. A beachfront location, fresh-build hardware, 24-hour all-inclusive, a proper aqua park, and a spa designed as a destination rather than an afterthought. Early reviews point to a personable, guest-first service culture, which is exactly what you want to see in a debut season. There are the usual opening year clarifications around inclusions, but those are manageable with a bit of upfront communication. If you want a brand new 5-star with family credentials, swim-up romance for couples, and the convenience of true 24/7 dining, Royal Atlantis Icon should be on your shortlist. Book the specific room type that matches how you actually holiday, schedule spa time and a la cartes early, and let the resort's pools, beach bar, and nightly entertainment set the rhythm for the week. This is a strong, contemporary take on the Side all-inclusive, one that feels built for how people really travel now.